David Poile. Now, I question this name, but it is spelled differently. From Murfreesboro, John Belushi. Not Belushi. John Belushi has this question for you. How do you really feel about the Radulov situation?
Bad question. Well, it's very frustrating, and I'm sure it's getting to be an old subject with everybody here, and we need to get by it. You know, unfortunately, what's happened has happened. I was at the World Championships, stayed in the same hotel where Alex was. We met and saw each other virtually every day. He was his enthusiastic self, and he said he wanted to come back. He had made a mistake, and he could get out of his contract. And right after the World Championship, he would go talk to the powers to be, and you know, he'd let me know fairly soon after that he would be coming back. It's not going to happen. Whatever they're, like, it's, as I say, I guess I'm being a little sarcastic that you can have a contract here, but you don't have to honor it, but you have a contract there and you can't get out of it. So we have to move on. You know, he made a decision, a young person. I mean, you can't take sides to say it's a mature decision, because he did it for what he thought were the right reasons, and part of that was money, and that's his choice. I know he wants to come back here. I know he wishes he could get out of this situation. I truly believe that. He can't do it right now based on whatever the law is over there or whatever's keeping him there. So we've got to move on. As they say, Alex doesn't live here now, or maybe never, so we'll just address it at a later time, but we got to get past it for this year.
All right. Steve Sullivan. You've gone through so many different regimes and so on in that 23 months coming back. What have you settled on that now you're doing on a daily or regular basis to prepare for this season?
I'm doing exactly what I did to come back. I think, obviously with the back, our strength and conditioning coach, David Good, and our athletic therapist, Dan Redmond, just didn't want me to load the back up. So heavy squats, anything like that, I'm not able to do, but a lot of kettlebell exercises that we do, a lot of core exercises, just a lot of strengthening from the legs down. So I'm doing exactly the same thing I was doing probably from September to January before I came back, except we're doing a little bit heavier weights now, and it's a little bit more elaborated, but pretty much the same thing. We figured if it worked then, let's just stick with it. So that's what we've been doing. So it's been working really well.
I'm going to try to get a couple in here for JP, because JP has to leave around 8 o'clock or so. And this one is from Barry in Franklin. How can we improve the power play?
He's sitting next to me. You know, we have all the key. You know, we have a guy with Webby with his shot, and we have the speed and the creativity from Sully, and I'll put myself on the PP right now. So, you know, download, it depends. You know, I mean, like we have all the tools. We just have to make sure that we find a way to use it the right way, because early in the year we had success, you know, using Webby's shots. He's got the best shots in the NHL, and teams were starting to play against that, so we try to switch it, but you know, sometimes you don't make the right decision. We just have to make sure that we work with that. You know, we're gonna have a lot of option, and we just have to make sure we work on it, and you know, all the 5 guys for the power play, to make sure that I think this year is gonna have to be huge for us. Last year he could have, you know, make us win a few more games, and then we make the playoffs. So I think the 5 guys on it's gonna have to make sure that they take a big commitment, and then you know, talk about it and make sure that do all the right things, because our power play is going to be huge. Like, you know, we have a lot of guys who Jordan Tutu will give us a lot of power plays. Everybody wants to hit him, so we have to make sure that we jump on those opportunities when those happen. So we're going to have to work on it really hard. But like I said, we have you know, Sully is going to be a great help right away to bring the puck in the zone. So we just get to make sure to give the puck to Webby or Arnie, and we should be good.
JP, I know you're a big fan of the game as well as playing at a very high level. What young player in the league, outside of your teammates, do you enjoy going home and turning on NHL Network and watching his highlights?
it has to be Ovechkin. Wow. He's something. Pretty much do everything on the ice. Strong on the puck. You know, really hard to hit. And you can ask anybody on our team. You know, he's really physical as well. He's, you know, he scored a lot of goals, so he's going to have a lot of highlights gold. But you know, even for all the goals he scored, like a lot of them are just spectacular. So he's definitely. You know, even if you go home, you don't watch the news. When you get to the ring the next day, everybody talk about it. So he's definitely one guy. But I think the new rules too, like, made it a big change for you know, watching hockey. I know as a fan, maybe in the past wasn't as fun watching games on TV just because of the grabbing and the holding. But now that all the new rules are in, like, all the skilled players can do a lot of stuff out there, and it's a lot of fun to watch, even for us as players. You know, like. Our wife don't really enjoy that as much, but sometimes at home we watch other guys playing just to see what's going to happen. But it's just a lot of fun watching hockey, you know.
Thank you, JP. We appreciate it. Okay, we've heard about the new third jersey. What can you tell us about it? And if it's nothing, that's an easy answer.
Yeah, I don't know what I can say other than hopefully everybody will like it. You know, I think you'll see it probably sometime. I'm hearing September-ish, maybe ballpark. I think. You know, one thing we're going to try to do with it is establish a tradition here. You know, Saturday nights are hockey night in Nashville. It is where we have traditionally filled the building, and that will probably be when you see that jersey on a consistent basis. And you know, we hope you like it.
All right.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this.
Okay.
It is very much a traditional jersey. You know, when we were designing it, it came purely from some of the original 6 teams. You'll see different elements, but everything in it is from a very traditional look.
Which would beat one of those original 6 teams, right? Do you like Winnie the Pooh and the Boston Bruins they had there for years in their third? So we're going to stay tradition. All right. For Ed Lang, you touched upon this a little bit, but maybe you want to get to the bottom of it, Ed. Why can't more of the FSN games be telecast in high definition?
You know, that's a great question, and I've learned a lot over the years in talking to Fox about that. First of all, you know, HD is actually a very expensive production. The cameras are all different. The trucks that are in the back of the building that produce the game, those are all specifically designed for HD. So it's a big expense, and it's something that Fox knows they have to do. They continue to invest in it, millions and millions of dollars every year. They are committed to ultimately getting all of our games on HD, and I think in a couple of years you will see all hockey games in HD. And you know, they're all investing in it. Fox has committed to us to getting all our games in HD. I know it's. I'd rather have it happen sooner than later, but with new technology and as the prices come down, they'll be able to move quicker and quicker. So it is. You know, what they're doing now in terms of HD and the quality, I think it's, I mean, ultimately, I think it's going to be a huge benefit for hockey because it is probably one of the best sports watching it in HD. And, you know, it's just night and day. I know most of you here probably have seen a game in HD, and then you flip back and you see it on standard, and it's just night and day. And I believe when we get every single hockey game in HD, it is going to have a tremendous impact on the sport and really help us.